We can heal and improve our future and become one country with equal rights and equal respect for all. Let this be your opening to the dialogue to get started. Everybody's been asking on social media, how do we get started? What do we do? What needs to be changed? Or how do we get it changed? I just gave you a list in the police department and corrections and in the media and politics that need to be changed. Start there. It's not that hard, folks. It's common sense. It takes a few brain cells. I'm a dyslexic person who has lived in 9 states. I have certain issues, but I've seen the world from the outside. I do not socialize well, so I sit on the outside watching everybody else. And when you watch everybody, you get to observe more things. You get to understand more things. And maybe that's why it's a little clearer to me. I don't know. But I'm sure it's clear to you all, but you're in the heat of the moment, and so brain cells are not thinking as clearly and as rational as we would like them to be. They're on emotional scales. I hope that we can get past this. And I hope our president realizes we are not little children that needs curfews. And that putting the military out on the streets only causes more havoc for this time than what is needed. We need improvement. We do not need to go backwards in time. We do not need to become a dictatorship. We do not need to become a third world country. We do not need to become a military country. Once upon a time, the United States was considered the greatest country in the world. The greatest nation for money, education. We outdid everybody. But we had hidden secrets of discrimination and racism. And now that all those glories that we had in the past are gone, all our problems are setting forward now. All those times that we went to other countries to fix their problems, our problems grew in our own backyard. I grew up with a saying in foster care that says, you have to first look at your own backyard and fix it before you can go to somebody else's and tell them how to do theirs. We've been telling other countries how they need to get over their racism, their discrimination, their allow freedom to their people. While the whole time we've been taking it away from ours. Our Native Americans don't have right on their own lands. Blacks are still discriminated against and live in fear. Same as the Mexicans and a bunch of other minorities. Women are still considered a sex thing and nothing more. Children are exploited, both in work sites and sexually. We don't care. We have more homeless than most other countries do, even third world countries, where almost everybody is considered homeless. And we treat ours like crap. We treat our dogs better than we do the homeless or some of the people in our own community. But it was covered up because we were the greatest nation around. We had the money. We had the education. We had everything that everybody else wanted. We had the American dream. We no longer have that American dream. We no longer have that white picket fence and those jobs that paid so well. We don't have the high education that we once had. We took all that away. And what we were left with is the problems that were in our own backyard that we ignored for generations. And now it is boiled over. The pot is too full. There's nothing more to come in there. It has to leave out in order for it to heal. And now is the time for it to heal. And it's up to all of us to do it. So I plead with you to watch how you elect people into office. I plead with you to ask your friends that are law enforcement or to be kind to a law enforcement agent and ask them to please stand up against the corruption in their own jobs, in their own house of employment. I plead with you to understand where another person is coming from with their plight and their anger and their frustration. We don't have to understand or like it completely. Fine and dandy. I don't care. But you need to show respect. You need to give respect. If you want respect and equal rights for yourself, you need to give it to other people. It is common sense. It is common decency. It is the ethics of being a human being. And we've forgotten that. Hopefully, we don't have to end up in civil war and end up with streets blown up and stuff in order to realize where we went wrong and to decide to actually fix it. As I said, I've given you some starter points. Please use them. Please be smart. Please fix my country. Fix our country.